Yeah, so first of all, a happy Sankranti to one and all who are present here, and I think it's evening there, so greeting to all as well. So it's been long time. Always as an NSS volunteer, we would like to share our views. Like always wanted something new. Always wanted to share our views, and always wanted to make our next NSS generation strong. First of all, I want to thank Malaysia sir for always encouraging us, and still now, like I have passed out in 2021. Till now, I feel like NSS is my complete big family, and Anurag University is same as well. So today's I want to don't prolong the session, like it's just a shortcut session, so I don't want to waste your time as well. So I just want to say how you gonna implement your skills in your life, which you learn basically in NSS. So as coming through across, so NSS is mainly, the motto is not me but you. So it itself says uh, uh, others come first, then yourself. So it's like not me but you. It says not only always about me. So don't, it's like saying not being greedy, like just being to learn things in depth and getting to know things much more. So always when we talk about a national service scheme, so it's an youth development program which was launched in 1969 to include youth's strength and to know what a youth can do for a country. So most probably Swami Vivekananda's ideologies were inculcated into the programs, where we can have more in-depth interest and focus more on strengthening of youth. So basically strengthening of youth doesn't just mean going in a one direction way. So youth is the key backbone of whichever things which you take for a country. So I always believe that youth should be very active, very what we say, very strong minded, very willpowered. So as we all know, NSS gonna give you lot more things. Like once you get into the things, once you get to know the community in much more greater area, like for example, you all, I think almost most of you people have like attended special camps and some of the events which are going inside the university, which are conducted by your program units. So whenever you go into any kind of camps, whenever you go and visit, or whenever you get a chance to represent our university, or else yourself in time being, like for example, you are attending a special camp. So once when you go to special camp, it's not just going attending there, sitting there in a corner and enjoying what everyone is saying. So basically, as when we were volunteers, I have seen lots of people like my colleagues, my friends, lots of other departments people. Some people, they just wanted to visit camps because they wanted to bunk classes, they can get attendance easily. But once you come there to bunk classes or to get attendance freely, uh, eventually you make up your mind. So like many times, as Malesar also said, when he was a student volunteer working with NSS, the sir always attended camp, those special camps, because of small things. Like once he used to say, I think I still remembered, he said he went to camps at the beginning days because of his attention and attraction towards those most small samosas which were given after the camp. So that's how lots of you people might have been still coming there. Like some people want certificates, some people want something else, some people just want to bunk classes, some people want to explore more, some people want to know society to in-depth manner. So what all at the end I want to say is, like, whatever the thing which makes you gets to join into NSS or go to any kind of camps, but the end, make sure you learn something from there. So don't just go for one camps, two camps, and just leave your career, and just don't do any time pass things, because you may be not knowing the importance of NSS now in your life when you're doing small things. But once you grow your career, once you get to know, once you see these private sectors, once you get to know, once you go out of your state, once you go out of your country, you will get to know a lot more things, because uh, uh, basically when people learn more things, like so for example, you can't learn each and everything when you're in classes. So basically, when you're sitting in classes and learning things, that doesn't make any sense. So basically, students or any kind of students should have a practical knowledge. Like for example, they should know the society, like how the society is being going on, and how the things are in practical. So theoretical knowledge is different from practical way. So once when you come out of your universities, once you come out of your after completing your graduation, your complete life will be changed. And as an NSS volunteer, what I can proudly say is, you just you're just into society more. Like from there is some saying like, from class to classroom to community. So once you step out of your classes and get to know community more, your subject knowledge will be enhanced and multiplied more. For example, as a pharmacist, like when I joined NSS first, I was like very normal, sitting somewhere in the corner. Like I don't know anything much more at that time. I didn't know I could even represent our college and go to up to RD level. I never imagined, but I was always targeting for that. My aim was to always to be in the RD parade camp. So once when you achieve your things, so your life will be changed. See, uh, when you compare other students with NSS volunteers, obviously we are a bit different from others in way of terms of thinking, in way of doing actions, in way of doing our whatever things we say. So as you see, these are pictures of me when I went to RD parade. So yeah, this was me. Like we have met very lots of people, like our Priyam respected Sri Narendra Modi ji, at that time being vice president of Venkaiah Naidu sir. So lots of activities. Like I have represented our university, our Android College, in terms of lots of national platforms. For example, I have represented myself in RD parade, pre-RD parade camp, one national integration camp, and I have like nearly attended 4 to 5 state camps. So every time, whenever you go and see things, so you learn things much more. So don't restrict yourself. That's what I want to say to all of you, because once you start being restricting yourself, you can't explore more. So once you start exploring the things, then you'll get to know things more in depth, and your complete mind will be changed. So how to now the coming to the topic now, how can you implement the skills which you learn in NSS? So NSS scheme launched in 1969, and its main aim was to develop the personality development. So it was like it's like to strengthen yourself. So but before doing anything, you should know what you're capable of, and what you are capable of, and you should know your strengths first, because once you know yourself, you can do anything. So if you can't know yourself first, then you can't do anything in your life, because when you don't know what your capabilities and what are your strengths, so you can't go ahead in your life in any field. Like for example, there are lots of people, like there will be few people from pharmacy, there will be few people from CSC, there will be few people from IT, chemical engineering, everything. So whichever field you are going to be, you should first of all know your strengths. So for example, NSS is the best platform. So once you'll get to know, like basically who you are, what are your strengths, then you can plan according to that. So once you plan accordingly, you can do wonders. So basically, the skills which you learn from NSS are good motivation skills. When you attend any kind of good sessions, like there will be lots of sessions going on every time in our universities by different much eminent personalities. So when you attend some kind of sessions, you'll get a great ideas. You'll get to know the things in much more depth. You'll get to know the good idea. You'll get to know what happening in the society actually. So once you attend all these kind of things and you'll analyze what's happening in your life, then you can be much more strengthful and fruitful in your whatever things you do. So as I said, one more thing, the humanity nowadays, when you go out, when you see, recently I think there was some big accident in terms of at Nepal. I think I'm not sure. See, when there was a big incident happening, there were lots of dead bodies, everyone were dead, and people started taking selfies. So imagine how humanity is going and how it's becoming dead nowadays. See, if once everyone becomes greedy, everyone like, if no one thinks about the society, and no one wants to interfere in making a society a beautiful thing and a clean, neat, tidy things, then there will be no matter of living itself. So because money can't buy you everything, money is a part of money. Money is not a complete thing in your life. Money is just a basic thing which you want for your bit survival, like buying some small things. But in terms of humanity, humanity is much more bigger thing as compared to money, because humanity you can't learn anywhere. No one teaches you what humanity is. Humanity should be something which you should inculcate into yourself. So for example, NSS teaches you what humanity is basically. So once when you do start doing camps, like when you go to villages, your adapted villages, I think now we are doing Venkatapur and Aushapur, for as per my knowledge. So once when you get to know things, when you get to villages, when you talk to elders, when you talk to the politicians there, when you talk to the poor people who are suffering with lots of uh, what we see diseases and anything else, then you'll get to know. Then when you see the society in depth, you'll get more human, like humanity values. Because uh, if see, if I'm speaking just about humanity, if no one knows what humanity is actually, then it's waste of time actually. So everyone should inculcate those values, so moral values, ethical values, humanity values, because nowadays everything is technical, everything is becoming technologically very sound. So most of people just staying at homes and doing nothing, and even lots of people just uh, uh, wanted to build their careers but never want to build themselves. So basically humanity is the most good thing one should have anywhere. I hope every NSS volunteer basically has those humanity skills. And there are lots of NGOs running on. I have seen lots of, I have lots of people around India, because since I have represented myself in Adipad and NIC camps, so I know lots of some people from different parts of India. So recently I have seen a program launched by one of my friend who lives in Rajasthan, as a part of Makra Sankranti festival. Like they had camping for birds. So like for example, when you fly kites, because of those that manja, the thread, it may cause harm to the birds. So they had what we call a tent in the center of the city Jaipur, where they called upon a few of the veterinary doctors and few of the NSS volunteers, and they trained them how to treat birds if they were injured by this thread and all. So it was great thinking capability. See, uh, it can't be done by normal people. So it's beyond humanity, because nowadays no one is thinking even of human beings, but that person thought of birds. Like so that's how your thinking skills should be, and that's how your humanity skills should be. So always bring good Lawrence to our university. So plan some good events. As Malesar always says, 2011 to 2014 batch was a what was that? Like, any question? Okay, I think someone unmuted them. Okay, that's no
Aisha,
worries.
could you switch off your microphone?
Okay, no worries. I'll continue. Like that's how we see the always plan good programs which can help, which can be helpful to
जरूरत
you.
हो
And
तुम्हारा फोन को सेंड कर तुम्हें
so
Aisha,
basically,
switch you off the mic.
yeah, sorry for that. So basically, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So plan big events like it doesn't mean big events means having a large huge amount of ground. Know the things first. So basically, when you plan for any kind of events, when you plan for any, when you go like think of any kind of ideas, sharpen your ideas, make it simple. Like for example, if there is a huge amount of rains going on somewhere near our college or something else, so the water will be fully blocked, and lots of people won't be accessible for toilets, and lots of people won't be having drinking water, lots of people don't be having food. So for example, if there is any kind of flooding things happening near to your areas, plan the thing where you can help them. So how can you help them? So for example, as NSS volunteers, we can't invest lots of thousands lakhs of rupees, but we have lots of manpower. So once you have manpower, you can do anything, you can do wonders. So for example, instance, if there is any kind of full raining, anything flooding happening there, you can go and talk to them, give them a positive attitude, and give them some kind of food. So these are very simple things, but it makes a big difference. See, uh, this money and these expensive things don't buy you happiness. These can be, this can make you happy for 1 or 2 days, but the positive mentality and the what we call the things where the humanity things. For example, if you're making a blind person crossing, if you are helping a blind person or an older person to cross the road, when you make them cross the road, the thankfulness which they give you will give you more happiness than this money and these expensive gadgets. So always try to be happy, and learn things much more in depth, know the society more, and analyze the problem, where the problems are, and get the solution for it. Don't make yourself into troubles, don't make yourself into like getting into the negative things. So always try to be more positive, always try to be more energetic, always try to be more helpful for the society. That's what I mean. So yeah, so I'll show you some of the pictures like where I have attended. So this was a state camp which I have attended in, I think, 2019 something, 2018. So this was my first state camp where I have attended in Hitam College. It was in Hyderabad. So it was a state conference going on there. So there were lots of things. So this was an floral festival which happened in Kakatiya University, and this was university state festival. I think you are very lucky now, because as Anurag University became the universities, and it has in itself now become the university. Now it has less competition as compared to others, because when I was a volunteer, we used to work under JNTU. We used to have lots of competition, but still then our Andhra group of institutions used to be in the top position, because always of the best guidance of Malay sir and other POs. So this was a youth festival which was happening in JNTU at the time. Yeah, this was that state camp. So see, this was the, I think, Republic Day parade or Independence Day parade which happened in our university. So try to attend most of the parades as much as you can, because these gonna help you more. So if someone being strict, someone being making you learn things more, don't feel bad, because everything gonna count for yourself. These parades will help you most to get into the big camps like RD parade. So whenever you think of things, whenever you aim high, because RD parade is the topmost parade for everyone. Once you like get to that position, your feeling will be completely different. Your life will be changing. Your thought process will be changing, because you'll stay in Delhi for 30 days for this RD parade camp. No parade is longer than this parade, because this parade is for 30 days, 1 month, where you get rigorously trained at India Gate and the Rajpath, where we do parades, and we also will be introduced to Karyappa ground, where we can practice more. You'll get to visit president, you'll get to visit Prime Minister of India, you'll get to visit ministers' houses, everything. Your life, you will 30 days of your RD parade will be golden days in your life. So whoever listening now, I want always people like young people now to learn more things and aim high. I want you people to be in RD parade, because that's the biggest camp an NSS volunteer can get in a lifetime achievement, because only a person can go to RD parade once in a life. So I want everyone to experience how the RD parade happens. So these were special camps when I was in first year, I think. So special camp memories are always amazing. So whenever you get a chance to attend a special camp, don't miss the opportunity, because special camp teaches you much more things. Because special camp, which mainly occurs in our university, which is conducted by our program officers, these are the best camps I have ever seen. Whenever you go to any kind of national or state camps, you can't find a camp better than our special camp, because our program coordinator Malaysia sir plans every event, every camps in such a way that you should get to know the things, how the things happen in different national integration camps. Even when we had pre-ID camp in our Nandra University, many people were appreciating the things, the hospitality which we made in our university. And no camp is bigger, no camp is smaller, but still then the quality, the programs, the things which we make will make a big difference. So always I'm thankful to management of Anurag University and POs of Anurag University, and especially Malaysia sir, because they always look for a quality things. They always look for the benefits of students. Uh, they're always helpful. So whoever has any kind of issues or any kind of doubts or any kind of ideas, feel free and try to talk with your POs. Try to get to learn things more in depth. So I think we are running out of the time, I think now. So basically, that's what I mean. So do you have any questions now? Is anyone listening, or else just kept phones aside and left away? Hello? 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 Can anyone of you unmute yourself and speak, please? Because so I don't want it to be a one way. So I have said what I can say within a short period of time, because as this is a limited period of time, half an hour period. So I don't want to waste your time as well, because within half an hour, we can't speak a huge amount of things. I shortlisted myself and constricted myself to small things. So if anyone wants to speak anything, or if anyone has any doubt, or anyone wants to ask anything from my side, or else I think everyone might be not knowing me. I think most of people are new here. So if anyone is having any doubt, or else anyone wants to know anything, or else just speak up yourself, or else just give me feedback like how you felt, like could you learn anything, or else it was an ordinary session. Anyone?
So good evening, Anna.
Good evening, good evening.
Myself Shiva. I'm
Okay,
B
Shiva.
Farm second year.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what was your schedule for the 30 days of the RD camp, from the starting of the day to the end of the day. What was your whole schedule, and how did you manage those all, and made your day on the 26th, and made it a best day?
Yeah. Thank you, Shiva, for asking that question. And thanks for your wonderful listening. So basically, in RD Parade, what happens is we start our journey on 31st. So we'll start on 31st. We'll get onto the train to Delhi on 31st, and we'll reach to Delhi somewhere on 1st. So basically, we do even celebrate New Year in train itself. That was one of the good, memorable New Year in my life, which could never be repeated again. So as coming to the schedule of the RD Parade camp, so basically RD Parade camp schedule is a big, what we call a big strict one. So they have a completely fixed protocol where they will give you a breakfast in the early morning by 4 itself. So can you imagine? So by 4:30 the breakfast will be ready. So by 4:30 or 5, everyone should have finished their breakfast and board the bus. So once you board the bus at morning 5 or half, I think most probably 5 to half 5, 5:30. From there, they'll take you to the Rajpath. They'll leave you there, and they start training you. So from Rashtrapati Bhavan entrance to India Gate, I think it's a long distance. I think it will be like in kilometers. So once you start doing parade from the entrance of Rashtrapati Bhavan to India Gate, that's the most beautiful experience you ever have in your life, because everywhere you see all uh, army people, navy people, NSG, you see NCC cadets, you see ourselves, you see lots of different animals, like you see camels, you see different, like it's an emotion, like you can't just imagine it. Everyone should experience it. That's what I mean. So early morning you go there, do parade. So at the time the temperature will be 3 degrees, 4 degrees sometimes. So sometimes even 5, 6. So in the cold climates, even when you do parades, you will get sweat. So that's how rigorous you will get trained when you go to RD Parade. So once you go there, you will get trained. So once you're finishing there, you come again to your accommodations around by 12. You will get a half an hour break where you relax yourself, and again come back to a camp, have food. Then again you have sessions. Once you finish sessions, again you'll go to Karyappa ground or nearby ground and get trained for, I guess, another 2-3 hours. So once you finish your evening practice, you again come to your camping. And once you come to the camping, you'll have cultures. So that's how cultures play a main role when you want to get selected to RD. So that's how cultures have weightage, because every evening we have cultures. So every evening 2 or 3 states will be given chance to perform their own cultures. So then once you finish your cultures, you will go for dinner at around 8:30 to 9. So 8:30 to 9. So once you finish your dinner, you go to bed. So this is a regular schedule until 26th January. So once you finish once you finish your parade on 26th January, you feel like you achieved something else in your life, because every day will be different. But on the 26th January, when you're performing parade in front of lots of crowd in front of ministers, in presence of respected president, in presence of respected prime ministers. Everyone will be there, and whole country and whole world will be watching you in televisions, and the sound which you get from the crowd, the songs which they play around the Rajpath, it's a different vibe. It's a different emotion. Like where that's the biggest achievement for any person who goes to RD, because when you march on 26th of Jan, your life will be changed. Like you have lots of positive things. You don't feel like you don't know from where you get energy, but you'll get a lots of positive vibes. You'll get a lots of vibrations in your body. You will get a big vibe. So but still now when I think of 26th Jan, still I get goosebumps. So that's how life will be when you go to RD. So once you finish on 26th, then later on you will complete schedule will be free now. So once that's your main target for RD is to represent yourself on the Rajpath and to have a good parade. So once you finish on your 26th January, you will get a 1 day break. You will relax for 1 day. Then later on, you will have lots of visits. So you will have president visit, you have prime minister visit, you have ministers visit. So after finishing all this, you will have your local trips to Taj Mahal, local trips to some of the nearby places. So that's how the schedule will be. So once your every trip is done, then again on Jan 30 you will come back to your own state. Then you will be treated like in VIP once you come here. So the RD parade will be a biggest thing in your life. So I want everyone to experience that in your life, because it's a once in a lifetime achievement. So yeah, that's how it will be. Thank you for asking that question. Still anyone? Don't feel like don't restrict yourself. Get open up, because you are now an NSS volunteer. You are not. Don't back up yourself. Come front. Be proactive. You have to be like that, because you are the boiling. You have the boiling blood now. You are the strength of this country. You should not be like this. Open up. Like don't feel shy. Don't feel anything bad. Any kind of question, be free and ask me. Yes, Mahendra, do you want to speak? Anyone has any questions? Or else should I ask everyone? Or else if you find any difficulty in asking questions, you can even ask in chat if possible. If anyone is feeling bit nervous, you can ask
me,
in.
sir.
Yeah, who is it? Yeah.
This is
Shanta.
Salma.